Ah,
Here we go. Welcome back to DMF Fantasy Football Podcast, the best damn football league in San Antonio. Believe it or not, it's what we do. Let's get it going.
all right.
Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Okay. Um, this was not the greatest week.
This was an amazing week.
It was an amazing week for some, kind of shitty week for others. But anyway, just shitty week in fantasy football. I'm gonna tell you what though, this week got fun.
Absolutely.
Started off, I'm not gonna lie, Thursday is my late night at work. I don't get out till 8 o'clock. Met David up at B Dubs. It's October.
Oktoberfest.
No. Sports. Sports in October is it's the best.
Well, I'm sorry if my first thought is alcohol.
Yeah. Well, you have football. I had football on one TV. I had playoff baseball on another TV. And then I had the second to last game of preseason hockey on another screen. And it was the Colorado Avalanche playing the Vegas Knights.
That was a good game.
It was beautiful. Cheers to Colorado. Cheers to Florida. Whatever.
There we go. I can cheers the
Hopefully this year we meet up. That's all I say. But anyway, and what a great night of football it was Thursday night.
Oh yeah.
Brian McNetley, what went on there? Overtime, points galore. Captain Kirk slinging the ball all around. My gosh.
Is that what we call him now? Captain Kirk?
You have to after that. 500 yards. 500 yards. Scoring this year has not been, it's slowly been building
Man.
because nobody plays in preseason. So,
Everybody has to get that groove back.
yeah. Takes everybody 3 games now to get their groove back, except for my team, Cleveland.
I thought you were saying Team
But-
Holmes.
Yeah. I'm watching the game, enjoying it, and I'm looking down. I'm like, oh, D-Star, he got a bunch of Atlanta Falcons. Crap. But I still enjoyed it. I didn't care. I was like, you know what? This is a great night. If you're a sports fan, how can you not love this?
So last week we both said it. You didn't call him a bitch, but I called him a bitch. You said, "Bring it, bitch," and
Oh, he brought it.
brought it.
He brought it. My punk ass didn't. But he brought it.
So we definitely got what you wished for.
But I had to look it up. I looked it up the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody in our league has Kirk Cousins.
Has or had?
Has.
Oh, he's still out there.
He's still out there. Guess how many points Kirk Cousins scored for that game in our league?
How much?
74.
Good call.
74 points. Woo! Drake London. He came alive. 154 yards, 1 TD. And Kyle Pitts, resurrected from the dead. He had 18 points. Yeah, I know this because D-Star put it on me. I was just like, well, it's Thursday night and it doesn't look like I'm gonna win this week, but I don't care. I had a great night, watched the Mets come back.
Man, so you knew this. You knew you were going to take a loss since
Thursday night. I was like, it's probably not gonna happen. I mean, a little bit of hope, but not much. Not much at all. And even Baker in that game. Baker had 34.
Did pretty fucking good.
Baker had 34.2 points.
Oh, that's all?
That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
Taking an L, you took the loss and you still got 34 points.
Riddle
I
me
mean,
this.
it's not the best game of the league, which we'll get to that one, but You
Look at me
know,
this. How many points did Joe Burrow have? And he lost.
Joe Burrow had 71.3
See?
points, but he outscored Lamar.
By one touchdown.
Yeah.
I knew that.
I don't, but I'm just saying, you can take the L and still score points. I know, which you're taking the L. I mean, 30. Listen, 70 points is a bit unusual. That's pretty damn rare. So 34 points. Normally, most people, I don't know, most people would take that at the quarterback spot. You know, you like 40. Some of us made that mistake. That's all right. Live and learn. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, the next big game was that Cincy Baltimore game. Prominently. 5 TDs, Joe Burrow. Lamar, 4 TDs. We'll get into points a little bit later.
He did me justice. That's what matters.
Yeah, he did you righteous. Minnesota. Who would have thought? I know I keep harping on this. Sam Darnold. Who would have thought at the beginning of the year Minnesota would be undefeated?
So, damn it, who's their quarterback? Who's their actual starting quarterback? JJ McCarthy, right?
Yeah, that guy from my shit can.
So, when JJ gets healthy, is he coming back in?
I wouldn't.
Is Sam Darnold going to step
I
down?
would let Sam Darnold ride that until he pumpkins, until he turns, till that fucking magic spell wears off and he turns into a pumpkin and a bunch of mice and, in some ratty ass clothes. No, you let Cinderella rock that shit while she can.
All right. So, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't change it up.
Nope. It's up Bears. Caleb Williams. Over 300 yards.
I said it when the Bengals played the Panthers, and I'll say it now that the Bears have played the Panthers. Is it that the Bears are good, or is it that they're playing the Panthers? I need to be proven wrong that it's not because you're playing the Panthers.
I think it's a little bit of both.
It's the same way I said it about the Cowboys and the Giants.
I know.
Your only win was beating the Browns. It's not saying too much. But then the Giants said, hey, Marcus, hold my beer.
But you watch Caleb Williams, first 2 weeks, hooped all up in his big boy pants. But he's progressively gotten better. I'm a terrible judge of quarterbacks. I have a proven track record coming out of college. No, this guy's gonna be shit, and then he's great. Caleb Williams, I didn't think much of because his last year, he didn't show shit. The year before, yeah, he was great, but that last year is like,
But you want to know something?
Yeah.
This is 2 years in a row. And that number 2 quarterback pick, has been doing something fucking phenomenal.
Well, because, of course, they were C.J. Stroud out the number 2 quarterback pick.
C.J. Stroud, Jaden Daniels.
Go ahead. Not that I'm trying to interrupt you.
Oh, don't worry. There's a kid from Miami who's going into the league next year. He's going to be somewhere in that first round.
We'll see where he lands at. I have 2 rants, but I'm saving those for the end. Brandon Ayuk finally woke up and finally started scoring points. Thank you. Even though what's going on with San Francisco? How the hell did San Francisco lose to Arizona?
What do you mean? Kyler Murray, your guy?
Yeah.
That you don't.
Yeah. Now we'll get into that later. I'll bring it up.
Oh, I got some shit to talk to you about that one.
Trevor Lawrence.
He finally woke up.
He finally had a great game.
Oh man.
Woo. Jacksonville.
And
finally got that win.
Jacksonville. How did you let old man Flacco run like that on you?
Getting to the passer. On 3rd and 8, here they come again. Flacco climbs the pocket. Flacco's going to run for it. Flacco using his legs.
I don't care if you got the win. You let old man Flacco break off a big one like he was Lamar Jackson.
That's not a good look, but hey, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. That's all I can say. And Jaden Daniels,
Oh man.
I knew he would have some rushing involved. I thought he might be worthy of a pick, but I was like, yeah, this rookie can't ever tell. Should have taken him. Everybody should have picked up Jaden Daniels. Because, then again, I don't need glasses for this. This is my rant. Cleveland. I know none of you fuckers that run this team are going to listen to this podcast.
You never know.
Please, for the love of Pete, admit your mistake. Own it. Send Deshaun Watson home. Just pay him his money. Let it be what Bobby Bonilla isn't the one that he got $1 million a year every year for playing. They just send him home. Pay him and say, just own it. Own it. Give us something. My gosh. 8.5 QBR. Thank you, Stephen A. Smith, for giving me this information. Jamarcus Russell had higher QBRs than Deshaun Watson. And the bad thing is, that's not even his worst one. 8.3 against the Cowboys to begin with. So, I know the offensive line beat up. I know. I'm a fan of Cleveland. I'm a fan.
Thought you disowned him.
I don't cheer for them. I'm done with them. I'm done.
But you're still
Until
watching
next
him.
year. No, I don't watch. Oh, hell no. I was going to go to the New Orleans game this year. I told my kid, nope, I ain't going. I'm not spending any kind of money on Cleveland this year. No, I'm done. I'm done. Until they get rid of Deshaun Watson, I'm not buying any more jerseys. I'm not buying any more sweats. No pair, nothing. Nothing to do with all the shit that I got. That's going to be 2 years old next year when I start cheering for the Browns again. I've already given up. I don't care. We're going to lose. Just lose every. Just fuck it. Take number 2 pick. We finally get a first round pick.
Man, you guys can get Cam Ward.
I don't know about all that
You
shit.
don't know about Cam Ward?
I don't know about all that
You
shit.
don't know about Cam
I
Ward?
don't know. I don't know.
Cameron Ward. You know, he went right here to the University of Incarnate Ward.
Oh, really? No. Speaking of college football, holy shit, Saturday was fun. Anyway, this isn't a college football podcast. This is our DMF. But my goodness, if you're a fan of sport, this weekend was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And
Unless you're a Bama fan, then you're mad. Yeah.
who's a Bama fan except for Bama people?
That's very true.
Exactly. That's like pro sports. You can pick and choose. Like, oh, I like this player. Now I'm become a fan of, I went to Lubbock. Patrick Mahomes was there. I went to Texas Tech, so now I'm a KC fan. That shit's allowed. Yeah. For college football,
Yeah. Usually
it's kind of where you're from or where you're
your
at.
alma mater,
Yeah.
where you're from, one of the two. Yeah.
Like college, you bleed a little bit more. I don't know. If you're into college football.
Not all the time.
No.
Because my kids one's born in Virginia, the other is born here in Texas, but
Oh, I mean, it also depends on how you grew up. Your household. I get it. Like in my household, if you were in Ohio State, then you were probably sleeping outside. That's my old man.
yeah.
You could F around with a lot of things, but you couldn't F around with Ohio State or Cleveland.
Not college.
No.
That's what, everybody in the house, Miami fan.
There you go.
Unfortunately, I got some Dolphin fans in this house. I got some Cowgirl fans in this house.
It's pros, you can pick and choose. College, no, that's lifeblood. Anyway, today is Tuesday, October the 8th. Guess what happened this morning? I know you know. You know what happened this morning?
Coach got fired.
Robert Saleh got escorted off the property of the Jets stuff.
His code didn't work when he punched in this morning.
Oh, it did. Just so he could pack up that box. And then they had security walk him out.
They was already waiting for him. His box was right there by the front door.
Jets, I have a little message for you. Woody Johnson, isn't that the owner's name?
Yeah.
Woody Johnson. How can I say this nicely?
He wasn't the problem.
Robert Saleh wasn't your problem. Your problem is your quarterback and your offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator. I wouldn't say quarterback.
No, I'm going to say the quarterback. I'll say the quarterback. I'm not scared.
Well, I'm not scared.
Listen, he can throw it 5 yards or maybe 10. And then after that, no. If you're running downfield, he's either going to overshoot you or he's going to undershoot you.
I don't know. Somebody finally got me some points this week.
I'm just saying.
Garrett Wilson finally got me some points.
Well, he threw it to him 22 friggin' times. 22 targets. How many receptions did he have? 13.
Was it 13? Yeah.
Yeah. He could have had a 58-yard touchdown. Well, guess what? Rodgers threw him by 5 yards. Aaron Rodgers is not the man he used to be.
Well, yeah.
And plus, Aaron Rodgers, I'm going to say this, you're a phenomenal quarterback way back when. Now, you're a little bitch.
I don't know.
He
took that hit, went to the sideline, and came back like, you know what? Fuck it.
But you know what? This is the dude Rodgers is. Okay, I got Breece Hall, so I pay attention to the Jets. I see what happens. Not this past weekend, the weekend before.
Okay.
All right. Breece Hall has not been dominant running. He's been living off the pass. They've been throwing to him 8-9 times a game.
Yeah.
Right? He's been making 6-7 catches, scoring touchdowns that way. Breece Hall missed the blitz and got Aaron Rodgers hit.
Oh, last week? Yeah.
Yeah. How many times did Aaron Rodgers throw to him this week? Could you say anything over 3?
I would say 2.
Yeah.
It was 3.
And then the rest of that game, he didn't throw to him at all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I understand. Aaron Rodgers thinks he's great, which he used to be. Aaron Rodgers was the man. You could not touch Aaron Rodgers. He was the man. Ask the Chicago Bears fans because he owned that shit. They hated
double check.
They hated him. They would have taken him in a heartbeat to have him on their team, but they hated him because he's so damn good. That was a bad man. But I think Aaron Rodgers has got to the point like, oh, you want to do what I like? I'm not throwing to you. 56 pass attempts. And you throw to your running back 3-4 times?
I know what you're doing.
What?
You talking shit. So then next week, Breece Hall is the one who gets the load.
I won't complain, but that ain't happening. Not with Aaron Rodgers, bitch ass. I just think he's a bitch now. You don't do exactly what he wants when he wants to do it, then he's gonna act up. That's what I think. That's where I think he's at. I think he's that arrogant and that cocky where he's like, you see the bitch faces he was making during the game? 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
And he's coming off going, whoa. Bitch, look in the mirror. You didn't have your offensive line ain't great. But 2 of those interceptions, that was a clear-ass pocket.
6 was crucial for him. I know he was devastated on that
one. Well, he should have been. Anyway, those are my rants for the week. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can read my notes. I can stay in line. Injuries. Let's talk injuries after I fire this up.
Yeah. Injuries were pretty bad this week.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I have some worries and concerns. Start off with Cordero Patterson, still out, week 6. Jaylen Warren, doubtful for upcoming week. Derek Carr, left in the 4th quarter, needs an MRI. And it looks like something in the oblique area, and he did not look good.
I had hope for that game.
Rashee Rice, gone for the season. Sorry. Travis Etienne, something to watch. They pulled him out, said, "Oh, he got hit in the shoulder again." If yeah, who knows? I'm not exactly sure what that is, but Hank Bigsby. That's all I'm saying. Khalil Shakir stayed today with an ankle. The Texans and their crazy updates. Joe Mixon might return this week. So he's been somewhat practicing. And then the one that hurts my heart. This is what I get for talking you up last week. Nico Collins. Week to week.
Well,
although, I'm not gonna lie, Nico did give me almost 20 points on 2 receptions.
say, only. I thought he got you like 23. I thought he got you over 20.
I think he did on 2 receptions. I love you, Nico. I don't ever say that about a former Michigan player. And I even pronounce it right because I want you to come back so fast.
Yeah, he got you 24 points.
Because in my house, we pronounce it my shit can. But for you, trying to give you that respect, Nico, feel my love. Come back. The Eagles. Good news for the Eagles front. They should get both wide receivers back.
Yeah.
Both Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown. Just in time to play the Browns and kick their ass. I'll take it. A.J. Brown, I missed you. Please come back to me.
We said that. Watch this be the game where Cleveland gets their shit together.
Whatever. I have no hope. Aaron Jones, MRI on his hip. That's all we know. And 49ers, Jake Moody is going to be out a few weeks. That's kicker.
Yeah, but real quick with your Browns, and you'll probably get to it.
Yeah.
You know your boy comes off pup this week.
Oh, he's been off. He came off. I think he practiced last week.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
No, yeah,
I'm
no.
a week off there.
Yeah, no, they still got maybe, and I got it. But at this point, I don't even want him to come back with his beat up ass offensive line. We got fucking scarecrows that we're taking. We're taking scarecrows out of the cornfield, putting shoulder pads on them. So here, you play left guard. We got this.
So why are you so upset with Deshaun? If you know your O-line is for shit right now.
Okay. He had 3 interceptions last week.
He has to throw it quickly.
2 of them, clean pocket. Don't question me on this shit-ass team.
Joe Burrow threw an interception.
Denzel Ward, our best cornerback, which opens the door for A.J. Brown to dominate. Come on, A.J. Kick the shit. Just help the Browns get up there in the top fucking 2 draft picks. We've been missing draft picks for so long from this stupid, shitty-ass trade we made. Look what Houston's done since Deshaun Watson, and look what Cleveland's done since Deshaun Watson. And you tell me who won. That's all I'm saying. It is what it is.
You say, C.J. Stroud could have been your guy.
I wish. I'm not going to get gross, but I'd have been very, very happy. That's all I'm going to say. All right. On to the next section. Players of the week.
Players of the week.
Just in our league. This is not, like I say, Kirk Cousins. They're all quarterbacks. But these are the people we have starting. We have playing. Team Ram at quarterback. Joe Burrow.
Joe motherfucking Burrow.
71.3 points. Cheers to you, sir.
Hey, look at that, Ram. We finally not talking shit about you this week.
Exactly.
Hey, I also just want to point out that Burrow was 30 for 39.
It's pretty damn. 5 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns, 30 for
30.
39. At least 3 of those drops really weren't his fault. That pick was just a hair off.
Hey, man. 71.3
And that's
points.
coming from, I'm talking about my
I
fucking
know.
defense.
I know.
You know what, though? I will say this. Jamar Chase had a hell of a game. And
We're getting there.
but I'm saying it to say some of them yards that, goes for Joe Burrow was from a fucking screen pass that just ate up fucking Baltimore.
You got the wide receiver, can do some shit. Throw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Put the ball in the playmaker's hand and let him play.
The motherfucking break stack was good.
Yep. At running back. At running back this week. Finally. Rico Dowd came alive for Sir Mix-a-Lot. 25.4. Bravo Zulu to you, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Is that a cowboy running back?
That is a cowboy running back.
Man,
that leads the way.
That's not Ezekiel Elliott?
Nope. Nope. At wide receiver this week, which we've already talked about, for Fantasy Guru, Jamar Chase.
Job.
58.3 points.
I say good job, but I don't mean it.
Whew. Sorry, that wasn't enough to help you win, though. I'm just saying. But that was a bunch of points.
Yeah.
That was a bad man. Oh, believe me, I'm going to call out myself here in a little bit. Tight end. How bad is that? Now, I knew this kid was going to be good, but I didn't think he was going to be this good. Brock Bowers. 32.7 points. Team Cubby. That auto picked up the right tight end. I'll tell you that much. Kicker this week, Mr. Harrison Butker, 26 points. That's the only thing that made my game close. That's the only thing that kept me out of the toilet this week was my kicker.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that.
The toilet award goes to somebody else, but I was almost there because I had a rough week. And then now gives me great pride.
Fuck.
Defense of the week.
Great.
For Hawk Tua. He is no longer Gollum. He got that precious victory. Denver Broncos, which we've been talking about. Like, are they for real? Are they for real? Yes. Yes, in fact. Denver Broncos are for real. When your team, when your players go against the Denver Broncos, no, they might suck a little bit. But anyway, Denver, 51.7 points.
Sir. Yeah.
But Joe, I'm glad you're back.
Yeah. I'm glad you're back to Hawk Tua.
Yeah.
No longer Gollum.
No longer Team Gollum. You got your precious victory.
Speaking of names, should we change up Cubby's name there? Because Cubby's been on a little downward spiral. Cubbies are one.
He's got a victory. He's got just as many victories as Joe.
Yeah, but
if he continues, we'll see.
Okay.
All right. Now we are going to go to the bench warmers of the week. Those people that were sitting on our benches that we as fantasy managers missed on. We took that big ass swing, like, oh, I'm gonna knock it out of the park, and we didn't. Then we're looking at the catcher who's holding the ball, laughing at us. Some of us did not. Some of us did.
Some of us put in all the right players.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Yeah, you did.
Okay, I was gonna say. Hey.
You were acting a little too arrogant over there.
Funny enough, though, I put in all the right players because all of my other players had a bye week this week.
Well, that was
except for Trevor, which I'm happy with Lamar over Trevor.
That's going to be a continuing thing here. So let's start it off with a D-Star. None. Everyone was out, or they scored less than you starters. You scored the most points that you could.
Good job.
Unlike this next guy.
Good job, D-Star. You brought it. You were asked to bring it, and you did so.
That was totally uncalled for. But that's all right. D-Star was playing me, if you haven't figured that out by now.
Oh, it was you?
Yeah. I have nominated 3 of my players. Kyler Murray, which he scored.
How did you? I don't understand.
Jordan Love scored 34.
How did you sit Kyler Murray
against San Francisco?
If you only have one quarterback, sir.
Jordan Love.
Oh. So you're a 2-quarterback person now.
This week. Because they haven't been letting Kyler run.
Well, I just want to hear get my ears right. How did Kyler Murray do against the San Francisco 49ers?
41 points.
Oh wow.
Jordan Love did 34.
34. Yeah, 41 still is more than
Yes, yes it is. I don't call myself out. It's not horrible like some people on here, but it wasn't good. Then I also had Zach Moss going against the Ravens. I wasn't counting on anybody running on them.
Zach Moss had 11 points. That wasn't really going to get you too much.
But then again, I had Brees Hall.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll get to them in a minute. Then I also had Xavier Worthy, who scored more than DK Metcalf. What happened to you? You were a full-grown man and you turned back into a little baby child. Anyway. Yeah, so which I've changed my name to Watson is Trash. Look for that. Yeah. Kyler Murray, Zach Moss, Xavier Worthy. Sir Nick's a lot. None.
Sir Nick's a lot.
No bench warmers of the week. Chop down that giant.
You did what 4 other teams couldn't do. You did what Greg did to me last week.
There you go.
You chopped down the giant.
Took down that giant.
Now we're both at 4-1, but we'll get to that later.
And Pete Nagion, Felix, can't say nothing. Can't say any of your players. Everybody was out or they scored less than your starters. Your team just
sucked this week.
Just took a shit.
Don't worry. I know how that feels. My team did the same thing last week.
Team Ram, none, really. You had Cowboys defense, which only scored 2 more points than the Texans defense.
Yeah.
So I can't say, that's a defense. Cubs, none. Everybody was out or on a bye. LMCU, none. Everybody was out or on a bye. Team Guru.
Yeah, you. So,
Team Guru, we got to talk.
You could have won. You could have had me down 3-2. You fucked up. And I appreciate you. I also appreciate you because I found out he's a fellow member of the flock.
Oh, well, Guru, listen, I don't blame you for playing Travis Kelce over Tucker Kraft. Can't. But Tucker Kraft scored 33.8 points. And Fantasy Guru.
D Swift. He had Swift on the bench too.
And he also had Kenneth Walker on the bench.
Mm-hmm.
You get 3 nominations because they all scored more than your starters. Sorry. But maybe you shouldn't hoard all those running backs you got.
So, in his defense, he did have Aaron Jones out there, and Aaron Jones got hurt. But then again, I had Achane, and Achane got hurt.
Exactly. And that's why I didn't nominate him for bench warmer of the week. I mean, well, he will be nominated in the next section. Tua, talk Tua. Zay Flowers. Woo. Yeah. 24 points.
Lost out there, brother.
You lost out there because Chris Olave only gave you 3 points. That's a vast difference, my friend. That's a vast difference. That's 20-something. You didn't need it.
I was going to say, talk to him. Tell him you didn't
need it. You owned it. You got your victory. More power to you. But, whoo, that's 21 points. That hurts. I know how that feels.
And really, that 21 points would have got you this week's player of the week, team of the week, payout of the week.
You would have got some money. Not trying to say that, but I'm just saying.
But I appreciate you not taking that chance.
Bob Donker. You picked him up. You picked up Kareem Hunt, and you didn't start him. Jordan Mason, who has been reliable for you, so I can't talk too much shit because I'm not sure if I wouldn't have made the same choice. Jordan Mason had been awesome, but he only got you 8.8. And Kareem Hunt, sitting on your bench, got you 24.7. That hurts. Been there, done that. You only got one. I got three. So don't be too mad.
Thing.
All right. Thank you for we took a little break. Had to reload.
They don't know that.
Yeah, but that's all right. I'll let them know. I had to refill, switching. Just want to say I wish this podcast was brought to you by
Yeah, you must say.
Jameson, Yingling, Modelo, and whatever kind of house rum.
I know.
Captain Morgan's,
So,
Don Rico, Bacardi, whatever kind of rum. That's what we do.
I had a Maker's Mark cigar.
Maker's Mark, Maduro.
Well, I got a
Yeah.
black and white.
Anything we smoke and drink. What we do here. Sorry, folks. Who knows if this makes Final Cut, but I hope it does. Anyway,
Your hopes can happen.
we are on to our segment, which I started last week, which is the commissioner's call for shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I'm gonna look back at everybody's scores. I'm gonna try to look at your players, and this isn't exactly your lowest scoring player. This is your player that played a team that should have scored and just didn't.
Yeah, you should have been able to do something against that
You
team.
should have been doing something a little bit more than what you did, and you didn't. And yeah, everybody has one. This isn't like bench
Everybody.
warmers. Everybody has
Sure
one.
about that?
Yes.
I would
Oh,
like.
yes. So, since you're asking,
Okay.
let's start off with
me.
let's start off with LMCU.
Okay, who should have performed more?
George Pickens,
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that.
6.6 points.
I'll give you that one. Yeah, you're right.
Although there's some tension between Mike Tomlin and George Pickens. I don't know what's going on there. Mike, you're never not gonna know because Mike Tomlin ain't that kind of coach. He's gonna broadcast that stuff out in public too much. He's just gonna say, "Hey, we need to perform better, especially in this department." And yeah. Anyway, I will go to my team next. Watson's Trash, formerly known as Watson's Host for Hire.
You're not Prince. We don't care what you were formerly named.
Yeah, but that's all right. I just may, as Cleveland gets worse, my names just may change to be even worse for Cleveland. But anyway, it is what it is. DK Metcalf against the Giants. You only scored 7.5 points. Bro, you've been okay. The first game you played the Broncos, you had Patrick Surtain. We weren't sure. Broncos they're for real. Patrick Surtain is a beast. You've been hitting 100 yards every game until this game against the G-Men. 7.5 points. I don't get it. D-Star, you had Tank Dell. I mean, it wasn't horrible. I think you had him as a flex, but he only scored you 7.3 points, and Nico Collins went out in the second quarter after his amazing 56-yard touchdown.
I mean, they were playing the Bills. Like, are we really going to give them that much?
Yes, it's so-so, but that's why I look at it. With Nico Collins out, Tank Dell should have stepped up. Tank Dell should have been like, I got this. But he didn't.
You see, because you have so much praise against the Broncos, that's probably why you didn't give him Mayer.
Maybe. I mean, listen, the Bills, they're a run funnel now. From what I've been hearing, it's you got to run against the Bills. And passing's tough. So,
Can I ask you a legit question?
yeah.
And I don't know, maybe this one is because I'm a Ravens fan. As good as Tyler Huntley was for us when Lamar was hurt, why is Miami? I understand Miami won, but like Jalen Waddle didn't do shit this past week. Why is Miami still sucking?
I don't know. That's a question.
Tyler Huntley. We're shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right?
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
2 years ago, and I understand 2 years ago was long ass fucking time. 2 years ago, Tyler Huntley played the Cincinnati Bengals in the playoffs and was competitive with them. And yes, he fumbled at the 1 yard line. They ran it back. That's how they won that game. But we're talking about a player who was like, that's the year that Cincy went to the fucking Super Bowl.
I get it. You get it.
And they struggled against Tyler Huntley. Now Tyler Huntley is, come on, Snoop.
There's a lot of running going on in Baltimore.
Not when Tyler Huntley was, no. We're talking 2 years ago. That running game 2 years ago. It wasn't all that.
Baltimore's always been a running team.
Yeah, but 2 years ago when Lamar got hurt, it wasn't all
but
that.
even they weren't dependent on Lamar to throw the ball then. They were dependent on him to run the damn ball. Not until this year could you depend on Lamar to throw the ball. I mean, he could pull one out of his backside, all of a sudden, wham! Oh, he got a 58-yard touchdown. But you didn't want Lamar to drop back 57 times and throw the ball. Never. They've never been that team. Never, ever.
Week 1 against the Miami Dolphins 4 years ago.
That's a long time, bro.
I mean, yeah, it's a long time ago.
And I remember that game because that was a fun game. That was a shootout. Anyway, let's not chase rabbits.
Okay.
Sir Mix-a-Lot. Juwan Jennings. 2.3 points. Should have done better.
Absolutely should have.
Hey, on. This guy had all the opportunities in the world. And he was open. He ran great routes. He had separation. But he could not catch the doggone ball. Dontavian Wicks. Watson's out. No, you just couldn't do it. 4 points. 4 points, Dontavian Wicks. Go back to the bench.
Just FYI, CeeDee Lamb only got you 12. I know you know that, but I'm just saying, CeeDee only got you 12. Remember, the mathematical equation is Dak plus CD equals points.
Yes. Team Rand. Xavier Leggett. 1.8 points. Sorry.
But he got hurt. He's hurt.
When? When did he get hurt?
It was late in the game.
It was late in the game. 1.8. Come on, man. 6, 7. Anyway.
You didn't give him what's his name? Braylon Allen?
No, because that was the game script. They dropped back 56. They threw 56 passes.
What's the completion rate on those 56 passes?
Yeah, it wasn't great. I'm not going to rant anymore. Cubbies. And this is one of your boys. Keenan Allen.
Yes,
against Carolina, which is not a great defense. And your quarterback had 300 yards of passing. But Keenan Allen, oh my gosh. Oh. Anyway. PPR machine.
Shit, Justin Jefferson didn't even give him his numbers.
PPR, only 6.3.
Mm-hmm.
That was rough. Especially against Carolina. That's all I say. It's who you're playing against. We already talked about LMCU with his wonderful George Pickens. Listen, he didn't really need him. Didn't affect him. No big deal, but it's just something for you to think about going forward.
It did affect me in a way.
Team Guru. Why couldn't you do this when I played you? Why couldn't you lay this egg? Although I still wouldn't have won this week. I was second to the last, but still. Deebo Samuel against Arizona had a whopping, massive, amazing 3 points. Deebo the man. The yards after contact king. 3 points. Hawk Tua. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the points, my man.
Congratulations being able to be called Atua.
That's right. We're no longer calling you the G word, but Chris Olave in New Orleans. I don't know what the deal is with David Carr and Chris Olave, if they hate each other. Chris Olave may be pissing in David Carr's Wheaties. I don't know. Maybe if David Carr's out, Chris Olave shines. I don't know. But 3 points, maybe Chris Olave's not that dude. And Bob, my doctor, Jordan Mason has been a beast. He's been solid for you since you picked him up week 1, covering for Christian McCaffrey. Woo! But not this week against Arizona. Against Arizona's defense.
Question. How many points do you lose for fumbles?
If you fumble, -1. If the other team recovers, I think it's -2. I think.
Oh, that's
I'll
all?
look it up. Yeah, just -2.
It's not that bad. I know he had a fumble and a loss.
Oh yeah, DK had a fumble and lost it. But anyway, Jordan Mason, 8.8 points. Anyway, that's our shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah.
Happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. It's your starters. Let's go on to winners and losers for the week. I really don't want to, but that's okay.
I do. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, maybe he does. Anyway,
He's back, baby.
let's start it off. D-Star coming through with the victory with 194.9.
Who'd he play?
Yours truly,
Oh,
Commissioner. Watson is trash. Although we were Watson's who's for hire at that point. But we are Watson is trash.
what'd you get?
184.1.
Oh, it was close.
It was
10
close.
10 points.
10 point. 10.8 points. Sir Nix-a-Lot coming through with the victory with his axe, and he just chopped down that giant. He started at the hamstring, or no, he started at the Achilles tendon, then went to the hamstring, and then just finally ended up just cutting the head off the giant that nobody wanted to play. I don't want to play this week.
I'm your Huckleberry.
That's right. Team Nix-a-Lot just pulled up
I'm your Huckleberry.
and shot that giant down. How you on?
Hey, what was it last week? Remember you had some psychic prediction?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
I do. It went a little something like
Oh, Sir Nix-a-Lot. My man Nick.
Will Nick be the one? Will Nick be the one?
I'm gonna use my psychic abilities, and I'm gonna say no. Sorry, Nick.
Oh, he said it.
You going up against this monstrosity that Felix constructed, and brother, I feel for you. I probably said that. Anyway, he is what he is. That's a whole beast that nobody really wants to play. Until Dallas has the week off, and now it looks like the Saints are coming back down to normal, and people are starting to go, oh, where's Alvin Kamara? All right, let's throw 3 people to wherever he's at. Team Aggion had 179.6. Team Ram got the victory. 227.9 points against Cubbies.
197.
197.4. I can't talk shit because I scored. No, yeah, I did. I scored 3 points less. LMCU came in on top.
The biggest blowout of the week.
244.4 points. That's a badass score. He beat Fantasy Guru at 202.1.
Oh, yeah.
Too bad you didn't score that when we played, because I would have won. But anyway,
My guys took a break.
it is what it is. And Hop Tour. Way to go, Joe. 229.4 points. Took out Bob, my donker. who still had a respectable 216
Yeah, he
points.
did. I want to say he was third this week. I want to say. No. No, he wasn't. I'll take that back.
He had to beat 5 other teams.
He's fourth.
Six. Yeah,
Yeah, he was fourth.
yeah, he had to beat 4 other teams.
Six.
Bob, I know how it is when you score a whole bunch of points and lose. Sorry, brother. It happens to all of us.
How does that feel, though?
Success.
Because no, the fact, and no offense to Joe, Joe has been getting points. He just who he's like last week. He's happened who he was playing, just happened to score more.
I think Joe still has the most points against in the league. I have to look it up.
But Joe finally got that win, and
Yeah.
you were the one who gave him that win. How does that feel?
I don't know if I gave it to him.
No. Bob gave it to him.
Oh, yeah. Bob did.
Yeah, Bob gave it to him. He gave him his first win.
It is what it is. It had to come some point in time. But now the nice thing is nobody is winless. Nobody is undefeated. That's what I appreciate.
Damn it.
Yeah. Well. All right. So as we all know from the smile on the gentleman's face, our technician, really, really, really talented producer extraordinaire across from me.
Why, thank you.
The high score of the week belongs to LMCU. 244.4. And somehow, the Giant, I don't know how this happened, bro. Aguillon, who has been dominating, got the Toilet Bowl Award. Woo. Not the toilet bowl, but the toilet award. 179.6.
You know what?
And thank you, Harrison Butker, for keeping me out of there because I was totally in line to get the toilet award.
Next season, if everyone agrees, all 10, like it has to be all 10 players, you get the toilet award, you should give up $10.
No,
Yes.
no,
Put $10 extra into the pot.
no.
Okay, there should be something.
There should
Every
be
week that toilet bowl player. Watch me be the toilet bowl player next season.
Hey,
That's next season.
done that. I got that title. No, I didn't. Just because the playoffs saved me. Regular season, I was the toilet bowl.
But yeah, just something.
Anyway, on to the rankings. Here we are. Number 1 through 10s. Who rose, who fell, who stayed the same.
Shit sucks.
Number 1. Still, even with the loss,
Even with the loss.
Aguillon stayed number 1.
Don't worry, I'm coming for you. We're not that far apart.
Number 2, to my disappointment,
I'm back, baby.
LMCU, who moved up 1. Number 3, Watson is trash, who moved down 1 spot. Yeah. Number 4 is Fantasy Guru. Stayed the same. You just maintained. Stay strong, brother. D-Star with his
He's coming up the ranks. He's coming up the ranks.
moved up 1 again this week. And Bob My Donker, that was like playing his ass off last week, he moved down 1. Although Team Ram, number 7, moving up 2 spots.
Yeah, he's making a little,
Made a little jump.
up.
Made a little noise.
I think he was the overachiever of the week, as a matter of fact.
I think so. Sir Nick-a-Lot, number 8, stayed the same. And my man, I'm going to keep saying it, Joe Haktua, it's number 9. Moved up 1 spot from the bottom of the barrel. In this week's bottom of the barrel, my boy, Cubby's R1.
Cubs
Who dropped 3 spots.
And that's what I mean, dude. 3 spots. Cubs are trash? Is that a nickname we can move going forward?
LMF.
Well, no, because you already put Watson's trash.
Oh, that's right. My name. I told you my name will change. It'll get progressively worse as
Cubs are
Cleveland
garbage.
continues to stink.
Cubs are shit. I like Cubs are shit.
Yeah, you do you. Only 2016 Cubs are shit. Fuck them. Anyway, those you don't realize they won the World Series, then they beat Cleveland.
Hey, Cubs, remember when the Marlins beat that ass?
Anyway, all right, we're going on to week 6 buys. Since we covered everything for this week, we got it all in. Next week, who are we looking at for buys? We are looking at the KC. We're looking at the Rams, the Dolphins, and the Vikings.
Vikings.
2 5-0 teams are on bye. The only 5-0 teams are on bye. So
Last night, okay, week 1 against the Ravens and last night were the only 2 victories that I'm willing to say they got.
oh yeah, the rest the other 3 were given to them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the rest made sure that we gotta keep showing Taylor on TV. Come on, man. NFL is all about ratings and money and yeah. How many younger teenage girls are tuning in? No, can we see Taylor? Oh, look at the ratings we
They
got.
show her a lot.
Yes, they do. They're not stupid. Get that money. I got a GM that's like, oh yeah, my girls have never watched football, but now all of a sudden they're into football because they want to see Taylor. Anytime KC's on TV, why do you think KC has all these primetime games? One, I mean, they win, but
They win with the help of the refs.
well, but also they got a coach. So I'm not bashing anybody else.
I give Andy Reid.
Andy Reid
100%.
is a guru.
My dad is a Eagles fan. So growing up, even though I wasn't an Eagles fan, I would see them games. Andy Reid, 100%, is a good coach.
Why Philadelphia ever got rid of him? Y'all are stupid. That's all right. My team has done plenty of stupid things. Hello, Deshaun Watson. Anyway. All right. Let's wrap it up. Week 6 matchups. We're looking at Bob My Donker versus D-Star. D-Star coming hot off a win.
Actually, D-Star's coming off of 3 straight wins.
3.
And he's, 3 straight wins.
There we go. Bob, you stepped up once. You got excited. Step up again. And this is my favorite matchup of the week. LMCU versus Cubbies R1. Cubbies, for my sake,
You can do it!
you can do it, man. Step up. Come on, brother. Come on, David.
We'll see.
Send your boys to fetch your axe and just start swinging. Doesn't matter. Act like Kyle Schwarber in 2016. Just knock that shit out of the park. Then we have Team Ram versus Fantasy Guru. Fantasy Guru with your hogging of all the running backs in the league that anybody could pick up. I see you're like denying just by like, okay, I'm not going to give you guys any running backs to pick up. You got them all that anybody could start. Have you seen his lineup? Seen his bench? He got like 6 running backs. Like, nope. None of the rest of you dumbasses are going to get any running backs. I'm going to take them all from you. Which I'm not mad at that strategy.
And Mixon might be coming back this week.
That's right. It's working for you. Although I may shoot you a trade later with a wide receiver you may be interested in. And then we also have part of the original crew, Sir Nick-a-Lot versus Tua. Joe and Nick going at it. Can Sir Nick-a-Lot pull himself
Can he go even?
out of the bottom half?
Can he go 500?
Can Joe keep this run going?
Let's see.
Can he keep the 200-point streak going?
So And
I believe
again,
in you, Joe.
I know it doesn't matter, but currently Akua's 69%.
We don't know if they're gonna make moves. Waiver wires running tomorrow. Hopefully everybody got their bids in. And remember Fab. For those of you that don't know, maybe we should have done this in the beginning. Fab is your free agent budget.
Yeah.
So if you try to get a player and it says what bid, you only have $100 for all year. And you got to throw down some money every now and then. You can outbid people. But you only get $100 for all year. So use it.
Speaking of stuff like that, I just want to give a thanks to everybody who didn't fuck over Aggion. They didn't fuck over Cash.
Exactly. Everybody, thank you all very much for respecting. He called me in a panic. I was at work Thursday night.
He called me too.
He's just like, "What do I do, bro? I fat fingered it." So everybody on this league gets an attaboy for being cool. Because somebody could have been a dick and been like, "Nah, I'm taking it." Granted,
he picked him up before you even said anything.
Yeah.
So,
thank you everyone for being cool. Speaking of Aggion, that's the last matchup. Tina Aggion versus Watson's Trash. Somehow, some way, everybody send some good juju my way. Let's put the giant down. Cubbies, we need you to step up, and I need to step up. Although I don't know how it's happening with my boy Nico Collins going out now. If AJ Brown was back and I had Nico Collins, I feel a little bit more confident. But yeah, Nico's week to week. I need some help.
So are you gonna?
And Breece Hall needs to do something more than 8 points 1 week and 5 points the next. Aaron Rodgers, get your head out of your ass. Start jumping it off the Breece Hall a little bit.
So you can answer this question or not. Who are you going to have as your quarterback? Because their Arizona plays Green Bay.
That'll be a coin toss decision. Because it is Arizona. And I do have Jaden Reed. Which, if Jaden Reed would have just gone a half yard more on that 54-yard reception, just a half yard more, maybe I wouldn't be in this position. Maybe I'd be a little bit more confident. But hey, I give D-Star all the credit.
Shoulda,
coulda, coulda, woulda. But that was one play which I was like, I happened to see, and I lost my shit. I'm like, bro, you were a half yard away. Just muscle through a little bit. Anyway, I don't want to make it all about me. But anyway, hockey's on, and I'm David. What's up with Chicago? It's Utah. It's an expansion team, y'all. Down 2-1, 2-0.
The no-name team?
Utah. I don't understand. They got the number 1 pick. But come on, man. Connor Bedard. Anyway.
All right.
That is it for this week. Everybody have fun. Stay safe. Love people you got. And we will see you next Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll figure it out.
All right.
Later.